1994. Larry and his wife Jane have 7 boys. Thank you, Larry. My next Grand Marshal is Clifford Carson. Clifford was in the U.S. Navy, inducted in October 10, 1944 as an apprentice seaman at Cincinnati. On November 24th, he was transferred to the Navy Training Center at Great Lakes, Illinois, discharged on July 14, 1946 from Great Lakes. He has some of his medals are his good conduct and his Asiatic and Pacific medal. Cliff was at Pearl Harbor most of his time. He spent 15 months there. And he had an admiral's boat. And on the admiral's boat, he carried just admirals. One of them was Admiral Miles, Admiral Montgomery, and Admiral Dole. I asked him if that was Bob Dole, and he said no. So, but Clifford, thank you for being here. Next Grand Marshal is Bob Sundin. Bob, can you come up front so everybody can see you here? Robert Bob Sundin joined the new U.S. Navy while he was still a senior in high school. But he didn't realize that once he went to sign up, they were going to take him away, which they did prior to his 18th birthday. And he was in the Great Lakes Training Center. He went directly to the Great Lakes Training Center facility the date of his enlistment. After completing his training at Great Lakes, he went on to the Navy radio training station in Indianapolis, Indiana. Bob said probably the reason that they took him in the Navy so quickly was because he scored 100 on the Morse code test. He's been a ham radio operator since 1952. After 20 weeks of training to become a radio man, he was assigned to the DD-842 USS Fisk, a destroyer that was being commissioned in Boston. Bob was one of the original commissioning members of the USS Fisk. Bob, RM, 3rd class, received his honorable discharge from the Navy on July 13, 1946. Bob received 3 discharges, 2 from the Navy and 1 from the Army. He joined the Army to play the sousaphone, which is something he does with the Mason Community Band since 1996. His wife Jenny is still upset with me because I asked him to be a Grand Marshal and he couldn't play up on the plaza today, but she'll get over it, won't she, Bob? They're going to be playing up there starting probably about 11:30, so if you want to go up and listen to them, they'll be up there. G.I. Brill provided Bob with an opportunity to complete his bachelor's degree. Bob is an 18-year member of Joe Bar Post 194. Bob and Jenny have 4 boys. Thank you, Bob. Next Grand Marshal is Roger Dale Walker. Dale was inducted in the U.S. Army on June 30th of 1945 at Fort Hays, Ohio. Was discharged in November 23rd, 1946 at Fort George in Meade, Maryland. Dale served as Headquarters Department Personnel Clerk 405. Dale has the distinct, honor of being he typed the largest payroll in the European theater. Dale went over to Austria as an MP, military police, and rode on the 40th Navy train to France. And the 40th Navy train is 40 men and 8 horses. Some of the medals he received: Good Conduct Medal, World War II Victory Medal, Army Occupation Medal. And that's from Germany. Dale's a 59-year member of our post. I'd also like to recognize Dale's wife, Mary. Mary, if you could stand up. Mary served as the Ladies Auxiliary State President in 1995. Is that correct, Mary? 1995. Thank you, Mary. I'd like to recognize some of those that came over on the wagon. We had a wagon for him to ride over on. Robert Buffenbarger, Bill Goodwin, Walter Harpin, Byron Seals, Leslie Spate, Leslie is a 66-year member of the post. Noel Wall and Carol Weller. And I also like to recognize George Haas, Carl Ward, Wayne Kniper, Ferris Davison. Ferris, you still sitting back over there? There he is. Ferris is sitting back over here. And Bill Smith, sitting right up here in the front. All those are World War II veterans that are here today. Did I miss any World War II veterans? I'd like to recognize some of the special guests. Mason Police Department, Chief Ron Farrell, and the Parade Coordinator, Jeff Burson. Mason's Fire Department, John Moore, Pam Eckerson. Warren County Sheriff, Larry Sims, Colonel Newsom. Mason High School Band Director.